Hey YouTube, Darren here. Just an update as to what all's been going on. Well, I was gonna go get the belt from Tractor Supply, and I started Googling Tractor Supply and looking. I knew there was one around here somewhere, but there's not. There are two. One is 30 miles one way and the other is 50 miles one way. So I went to Advanced Automotive and got the same belt, and I figured it would be a good test to see how well the double clutch setup works on this one with the original belt on it. Rather than introducing two variables, there's only one, and that's the change of the clutch type. So I've got that, and we are getting ready to put it on. As soon as these lights warm up a little bit and it gets a little bit brighter out here, we'll get to it. More to come. Okay guys, we're back, and I want to show you the belt is the same length, so that is not a problem. This is with the emergency brake engaged, so there is enough slack, and I release the brake. Good tension there, good tension there. The spring is working nicely. There's one thing, and I'm just kind of looking and greasing everything as I am working. There are two stays. You can kind of see, there's one right there. It looks like that is going to rub on the outside of the belt and cause some wear. So I'm going to get rid of that in just a second. The one on the other side is not causing a problem, so he gets to stay. But you can see there's the other one right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut those off. I'm thinking and toying with making another little tensioner over here on this side. Just something. It's probably overkill, and I may not need to do it, but just something. I keep telling myself I want to do it while I've got the frame exposed, because I sure hate taking all this shit apart twice. So more to come in just a second. Okay guys, we're back. I did cut that piece off. It looked like there is some wear that came from the other belt, and while I was looking and thinking, I went ahead and replaced the spring. I found a much stiffer spring in my spring box, so I went from that to that. And let me quit shaking the camera. And it actually made it considerably tighter, especially across the back. But I think I am going to put some piece of roller element, some type of roller element right there. And I'll show you what I'm thinking of doing is basically just weld a piece of metal on there, put a bolt through it with one of these on it, and the belt will just ride on it. And I may make it to where you can adjust the tension, adjust it out a little bit, instead of putting a whole another larger round pulley. I just want something small just to kind of tuck it up away from that shifting selector on the transmission, just a little bit. So that's what I'm probably going to do. Okay guys, now we're back, and I'm going to show you what I have fabricated together. Get it in the light where it will be a little bit easier to see. Okay, got an eye bolt and a thick washer, and the insides to a pulley. I was trying to think what it came out of, but it's basically just a round, smooth milled piece of steel. and it's going to slide on this bolt like that. And that is what the belt is going to ride on. I'm going to put these guys together like that and then weld them up, and then I will be through with it. So that's what it's going to look like. Hold on. It'll look something like that. But more to come in just a bit. Okay. Now we're back inside. This was the eye hook, the washer, and the bolt. And where it sits there, that roller sits on top of it. I'm going to grease this with a nice heavy grease all the way up, and then this guy will bolt and adjust, and I'll show you how that works in just a second. There we go. That is it. I'll back out a little bit so you can see it. Let me engage the clutch. That's all it is for. Hold on just a second. We'll see if we can't get down a little bit closer. You can actually see it. I'll take it off the mount here. Get it situated here. And that just spins around. And it can ride on that. It's not going to interfere with the linkage. That was the last little bit and piece I needed to do, so now I'm going to put the body back on. More to come. Hey guys, I did want to take a minute or two and thank the people that have subscribed to my channel this week. Just now getting back into the swing of things. Normally I'll pump out a couple or 3 videos a week, but I'm just now getting where I'm really feeling good, so I've only been doing like 1 a week. But these are the people that have subscribed to my channel, and I wanted to tell them thank you. Riddlebox77, thanks guy, I appreciate it. Pythons37, thanks for subscribing. Kawasaki Green, thanks for subscribing, man, I appreciate it. Mac Daddy Smurf 05, and then the one down here, let me get it so you can see it, it's Meepy. M-E-E-P-P-Y. Thanks for subscribing, I appreciate it. And we're going to get back up here and turn some wrenches and get everything put back together. Doesn't look like I'm going to get to do anything today because it's about 3 o'clock and the sun's going to start going down in a little bit. But maybe I can go riding tomorrow. Here we go. And I've got the deck back on, or the deck pan. And I'm getting the wiring system back together. And I'm not going to bore you with all that. So I'll just take some quick vids of it as it goes back together. So that is that, and more to come. Here we go. I just about got it put back together. And I'm about to go inside for the day. Gotta get the gas tank on it. So, there. Man, I hate tearing those things apart like that. But that's it. It looks good, and I'll get everything finished up tomorrow morning and we'll be done with it. Had some problems with the spring. I had it in one position and it was making just a god-awful squeaking sound. Just rat, rat, rat. So I couldn't stand it. So I had to take everything back off and then put the spring in a better spot where it is a lot quieter. There's not as much tension on it, but it still does good. If I could find a spring with 2 less coils, I think it would be ideal, and I'll probably go buy one in the next day or so. But that should be good. I'm getting ready to go inside. I'm tired and cold, gonna have dinner. Y'all have a good evening. Thanks for subscribing, everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.